Garrett J. White, the authentic entrepreneur, coming at you real, raw, and relevant. I'm hanging out with Bonnie Bronson, the goddess of business planning, development, sequencing, systeming, getting it on. But here's the real deal. I'm hanging out on the freeway, driving to go meet with another goddess of light. And this is the vehicle that's parked and driving in front of me. I'm going to get as close as I can to this kid's car. Now, the back of his window, if you can't read that accurately, says fat kid. Fat kid. So here's the question of the day. As I'm driving down the road, this kid's got his title written on the back of his window. I am the fat kid. Now, I'm just making a whole bunch of assumptions. I don't know how much that's accurate or true, but what can I assume when I'm driving down the freeway and the outside of his car says fat kid, right? It's like fat kid, hi, I'm the fat kid. What do labels create for us? How often in your business, how often in your life do you find yourself in a situation in which somebody put a label on you, like fat kid when you were 5, and you became the fat kid? I have a friend of mine who's in the Osmond clan, Osmond family, who's been known as the fat kid from the beginning. And I know what it's cost him. I know what it's caused him to be in. He's had thoughts of suicide and all kinds of different things from having that label on him and the pressure of being in that family and being fat. I can also tell you what it is to have labels of being stupid or even being smart. The gal I'm on the phone with right now, she's on my earpiece. I put her on speakerphone here in a minute. I'm actually, hold on. We're gonna do something I've never done before. Bonnie, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone and everybody gets to hear you. Hold on. Oh boy, hopefully I don't wreck somebody. I know all y'all get concerned when I do it this way. Here we go. Okay, Bonnie, say hello. You're gonna have to talk up. Okay, well, hold on, let me turn the mic up. Okay, go, say hello.
Hello.
All right, so Bonnie's right here by me and right here in the phone, on my ear and in the phone. And here's the deal. Bonnie, you have a website?
It's in the works. I've been working on everybody else's sites on my own.
Got it. How's that showing up for you, huh? Woo, I love it. Okay, so here's the deal. I've just been talking to Bonnie. Bonnie and I have been having a great conversation, and I saw the fat kid car, and I knew I had to talk about it. I'm like, who puts the label fat kid on their car? But more importantly, how often do we put labels on ourselves, and what's the impact for it? You have an employee that works for you and you say they're stupid or they're slow, or vice versa. What I do to Bonnie every time I talk to her, which is, you're so freaking smart, you're so smart, you're so smart, you're so smart. So Bonnie, here's a question. When I do that and I label you as the smart Jedi goddess of light, and I give you that label, what is it? What goes through your mind every time I call when I say stuff like that?
I guess it sets a standard for me that I think that I'm supposed to always be smart, but really what makes me smart is that I'm curious and I fail a lot. So sometimes I don't feel like I can actually go through the process of how I gain wisdom, which is by screwing up. And so if I always need to be smart to you, then you might not see as many of my goofy moments that you would probably record and post online, which who knows what that would do. So I think it's a good thing. It's a really good thing.
Awesome. Okay, so Bonnie just gave us feedback on what happens when you call somebody really, really smart. But there was interesting things she said there. It also puts a whole bunch of pressure at times on people when we give them these labels. It could be fat kid, it could be smart kid, it could be Jedi, it could be goddess of light, it could be authentic entrepreneur. I mean, then what if I want to be inauthentic? Like, what if I want to be a lying bastard? Like, what if I want to show up that way, but I always say I'm the authentic entrepreneur? Well, now I've got to hold this standard, right? So here's a question of the day from the Daily Download. What is the impact of labels on you in your business? What is the impact of placing labels and meaning on your employees and how they show up? And is it possible that our labels are actually destructive? Both the ones that we would call good and the ones we would call bad, because heavens knows by this time you got to get to the place that I totally don't see the world through good and bad. I see it through works or doesn't work. So I guess that's what it comes down to for labels. But I'd love your opinion. So make a comment here on the Daily Download. This is Garrett J. White, the authentic entrepreneur, about to go meet with another goddess of light, wrapping up with Bonnie Bronson, and couldn't miss the opportunity to talk to you about the fat kid sticker on the back of the car and what that might be meaning. Remember, as we end this download, to be real, be raw, be relevant, but most importantly, be authentic.